Missouri ready to kick off. They got us underway. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Texas Tech's offense will have the opening possession of the game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look so out in the open field. He's making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This offense is vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That would be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man. He is the guy. He is priority number one.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Johnson wants to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Durham. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
That's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
The Red Raiders with the 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Joyner. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nope.
Oh, he got some space. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
On the direct snap, it's West. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field.
But how about that call? You're right around midfield, 4th down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
The Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Johnson looking to throw. Time to take a shot. And they blocked it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
No surprise, this offense has their foot on the pedal, trying to take advantage of a defense that struggled in their last game. Obviously, they lost that one, but nice play early, swatting that ball away. That should help this defense's confidence.
Yeah, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you can tell they pull the trigger so fast. Get to the back, get him on the ground.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And the Red Raiders are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They send the tight end in motion. They'll try to run for it. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there in the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start in this first drive.
Quickly to the tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. You get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
That's so frustrating for the opposing offense, too, because you're just salivating. You're just waiting for an opportunity to get on the field. The offense possessed it the entire first quarter and then capped it off with a touchdown. That was amazing.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Just got a little casual with it and blew the extra point. Well, that was about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments heading for a stop-back return at the 22. The Tigers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. We take a quick look at the impact players for today's game. What players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting got these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Let's go, let's go. The give out of the gun.
And you want to, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield is Terry. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground. Robert pick up the first. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to pass. It's Hatchett. Pulls it in. It's Green. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
You don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the 1st down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the right. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line.
Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these lines.
Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Joyner.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8, they'll move the wide receiver. After the run, now to throw. Makes the grab. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Johnson wants to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, that play was designed for that down and distance, right? You saw how he barely got enough to pick up the first. Really nice job by the play caller there, understanding the situation of what play to dial up.
Finds his man, it's Dooley. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Red Raiders started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Sends it back in motion. To the ground with the back. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside defense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And the defense is just about out of room to defend. They are backed up and right on the doorstep. Pushes toward the goal line. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. tracks in the backfield.
And in that situation, the 1 yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Getting set for the point after.
For the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Troy is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Rice. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Touchdown, Red Raiders. This defense making a big play, putting it in the end zone. They've extended the lead and taking control here in Week 9.
That defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try.
Green 20.
Johnson looking to throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You want to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it at halftime too, but I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone. Be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. And with the ball in a spot like this, David, they might try to get something on the board before the break.
Oh, great opportunity to be aggressive. Find those couple plays you like. Push the ball down the field. At least try to get a field goal here, Palmer.
That's it, David. Just a couple of first downs here could be enough to steal 3 points before this half is over.
They'll immediately call timeout.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Johnson wants to throw it. It's complete to the left. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half.
29.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Hauls it in. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Columbia. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even blowing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Red Raiders will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every position means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Missouri gets to the line quickly.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do they do right away? Right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. And his receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play to get momentum and build some confidence. But the guys around the quarterback, they've now got to step up for this offense.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Johnson looking to throw. Got his hand. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Caught near the sticks. It's Durham. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got a right line. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're playing a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
They'll run play action. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they had made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Hands it off on the counter. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Johnson wants to throw it. Quick strike complete. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent third down defense, and fourth down's coming up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Red Raiders line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. That's the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. On the run is Green. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. They got to keep that up here in the second half.
Had to throw it before he wanted. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
All right, you dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds his tight end. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
22, Missouri, 0.
As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Draw play, quarterback keeps it.
Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. He'll sneak it.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
It's a turnover.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all run.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Let's go! Johnson looking to throw. Right down the middle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day. Like, great day. They built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Going to swing it on second down. He's picked off, and he's thrown the touchdown. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
So you're saying there's a chance, Reese. I know it's not a big chance, but you got the ball back now. Maybe your offense can get hot. You can create some turnovers, maybe get an onside kick. Who knows? I'm saying there's a chance.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Let's go! Wants to fire on second down. stands in and takes the hit. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Wants to throw. It's Hatchett. He's going to throw deep right side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls for overuse. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Here we go. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's West.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get into your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than they did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Red Raiders can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Trying to take it back. Past the 30. He's at the touchdown. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to.
Here we go, set. Ready, go.
Dropping back, it's Hatchett. Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they come further into that lead. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. They hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's the unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks. But guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to...
There he goes! Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football. And we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense can have some time to run to do some damage when they get the football.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Ready?
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this field goal attempt might just seal the deal by making it a 3-score game late. Between the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. NC State has the lead right now. This team can really open up the playbook at times, but I'm not sure this game is over just yet. They're up by 11 over Virginia. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. John?
How about that one? We'll be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Finds a tight end, and they pick up just a few on that completion. Missouri wants to go fast.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Rush is on him. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29-yard line.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first.
Breaks into the open. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. The Red Raiders come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Johnson wants to throw it. He's got him still on his feet. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And the pummeling has started. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent. Forget this day of round.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Pressure coming.
Just a little incomplete.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like, they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Johnson looking to throw. That's caught. It's Jackson. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On the direct snap, it's West. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for the squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.